Stretch your T like I nailed it. Ride moving slow like a creep. Shirt in the breeze like I'm sailing. And I walk in my sleep, I can't help that.
What's up, future airmen? It's me, Everett. I just got out of basic training about 2 weeks ago. Well, I was done with the military part of it, basic training, like super hardcore intensity type of military part, about 2 weeks ago. And then you have Airman's Week, which I'm going to talk about that soon, not in this video, but maybe the next video. But I just feel like everybody has their different experiences in basic training. Mine's probably still like a generic experience. Probably maybe 300-400 people still had the same exact experience that I did, but I'm gonna definitely tell y'all, inform y'all, and keep you updated on how basic training is when it comes to people who want to join the Air Force. Right now, I'm in technical school at not Lackland, but San Antonio. I'm studying to become a medic, so I'm going to talk about that in the next video. But right now we're going to talk about week one. And week one, not week one, 0 week, because technically you get there basically on a Tuesday, and it's Tuesday night. So you get there, and your drill sergeant, which they don't really call it drill sergeants, they call them MTIs, he has an hour and a half to get you in your dorm and basically in bed by then. So you're doing a lot of stuff. You're walking. First of all, you run into your the bay area, and you find your bed. After you find your bed, you point to that. You point to your bed number, and you say your bed number like 5 or 6 times, and then you run up to your wall locker, which has the same exact number. So you point to that and say that 5 or 6 times. I was bed number 44. Yeah, 44 the first time. So I said 44, 44, 44. Ran over to my wall locker, 44, 44, 44. Which I was lucky that I got to live in Disneyland and not Alcatraz, because Alcatraz, I had to stay there for a week, and that was just an experience. I was definitely not used to that. Their defect food was great, but definitely wasn't used to the type of things like regulations they had to do as far as their RLA and Alcatraz. But let's see, that night everybody was kind of dazed. You know, I remember one of the airmen, one of my really good friends, he came in with this, like, I'm not gonna say like privilege, but it was like really preppy haircut. He was blonde hair, blue eyes, and I was just like looking at his shirt, and he was smiling the whole time, which really just made me laugh kind of on the inside. I was trying to keep from laughing in front of my MTI, and so his shirt said "Good Vibes," and the whole time our MTI was just walking past him, and he was just smiling. I guess he wasn't trying to pay attention to him, but close to the end of the night, that's when my MTI turned to him and just lit him up. He was like, "Good vibes, good vibes," pulled out the knife hand and everything. It was so funny. But all right, week 0, your first night, you're basically getting off the plane if you came in the plane. I think everybody's gonna meet at the airport. I know, me coming from Mississippi, I flew from Mississippi to Dallas, and then from Dallas to Houston, and I got off the airport, got off the plane, walked down like a flight of stairs, and there was a MTI right there just waiting for you. So as soon as she sees you, she asks you, "Hey, are you going to Lackland? Are you going to basic training?" And you say yes. She said, "Pull." Straight up, he'll say, "Pull out your phone, turn it off right now." You turn off your phone, that's basically like your last point of contact. So before you get off the plane or wherever you're going, before you see anybody in uniform, definitely, tell everybody that you're okay. Tell them that you love them, because they have within 72 hours to give you your first phone call to tell everybody that you made it safely officially. But it kind of gets your family worried if all of a sudden you just don't text them or call them back after a while. We get there and we get off the bus. They really don't. The reception center I went to, there was no MTIs just waiting for us, waiting to light us up. There was just one MTI. He walked in on the bus and said, "Everybody get off." So we got off the bus, and I'm trying to remember. He says, "Follow me." So we walk in, and we sit down in this. It's a decent sized room, and it's full of backpacks and supplies. And so he makes you pick up a backpack, which already has all your supplies pre-packed in there. And as far as pencils, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that stuff. And then on the side, you'll have like your shower shoes, your APEC, which is like an all-weather jacket for your ABUs. And you get all that stuff, and then you walk into the actual like auditorium. And once you get to the auditorium, you basically sit there and eat your box nasty, which it wasn't nasty, I would say. I still wouldn't eat the mayo because I used to watch YouTube videos about basic training before I went, and my favorite YouTuber, Wild Blue Yonder, was like, "Watch out for the mayonnaise. You're gonna have your box nasty." And it's like, "Watch out for the mayonnaise." So, I didn't eat the mayonnaise. I ate like half my sandwich because I wasn't really that hungry. I ate a lot before I got off the plane, and then I went. Well, we sat there. The first flight went, and they left. They went to their dorms, and I was sitting there thinking I should have went with them. But then there was a whole nother truckload of people that walked in, and so they put me in with their flight, and I ended up going to the Wolfpack, lead the way. So we got up to our dorms, which the terrible part of living in Disneyland was the stairs, I'm guessing, because I lived on the top floor and there's 4 levels, and it's like I never really got it, but normally I think about like 4 levels, there'll be like a certain number of flights of stairs, but it's like weird. It was like 6-7 flights of stairs that you had to get up there to the top floor. And we did our little number thing and got our clothes that we were gonna sleep in, and he basically just turned off the light. So there was like, you're gonna feel a lot of emotions as far as shock, but I wouldn't sweat it. I honestly would not sweat it. You're here, you signed the contract, you're here voluntarily, so this is like an honor. So for him to be yelling at you and saying what the crab trainee or whatever he says, that's like, hey, you're going through this initiation process to becoming an airman. And I just felt like I felt tired, obviously, but I felt like it was like a sense that I'm gonna somehow belong in this organization that first night. And I feel like that's what everybody had. I asked around and made sure I get the right answers, and people were like, yeah, I was scared, but I still felt like I belonged there. I still felt like I have a duty to this country. So that was basically the first night of week 0. The next day, you get up and you basically get your uniforms, and they shave your head right then and there. And right after that, I got my immunization. So we went to the catwalk. It's not really a catwalk anymore. there's way more people coming through basic training now. So what they'll do, they'll just align you there, you stand at attention, and two nurses or people who are going to give you your immunizations, people who are certified. I don't think they necessarily have to be nurses. I think one of them wasn't. They'll just stick you in both arms. And I got lucky. My mom, updated my shot records, and so she, I didn't have to get as many shots. I only got like 4 or 5 shots, and you basically do the same thing at night. You're kind of learning how to mark your clothes and fold and roll them, but nothing really takes off at that point. The next video, I'm definitely going to get more into the different weeks of training, and then hopefully I could keep going as far as telling you about Beast and reporting in, maybe even give you like a couple of tips on how to survive basic training, really, because it's not really like a physical, it's definitely physically demanding, but it's more like they're trying to get in your head. So stay tuned and definitely subscribe. I'm working off my camera off my phone right now, but definitely trying to upgrade to an actual camera. I just got my address to this tech school, so hopefully I can get one mailed in to me soon. But you guys have a blessed night, blessed day. Yeah, it's getting kind of late, so all right.